Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. So this reading will span roughly the period between the 15th to the 21st of March and is for the sign of Leo. Leo, I'm using the Modern Spellcasters Tarot for your reading. Please remember the readings are only general and they do flip-flop, so make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart. I'm actually quite surprised at how many people know their sun sign and don't really understand the other aspects of their chart, because I think it's in Vedic astrology you follow the moon sign, not the sun sign, so it's very, very important. I'm a Capricorn, but my Libra moon tends to be much more aligned with where I am. So understanding what your moon, your sun and your rising represent, and also your Venus, because your Venus is where you were with love when you were born. So it will very much align with how you work with the love part of yourself. Anyway, okay, so we have the Seven of Cups coming out for you here. Now, the Seven of Cups talks about, I always say it's illusion, delusion, confusion card. It's about having a lot of opportunities, but it's also about daydreaming and imagining. Oh, I can't even say it. Having a daydreamy attitude. But it's definitely about trying to see forward and make choices when you have lots of them and you're not really sure what opportunity is best for you. And I think the tortoise here is really shining out for me. So it might be a matter of taking your time here to make sure you make the right choice. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords coming out behind that. And the Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, but it's something coming between two people. So it could be a choice you're making between two people in your life here, knowing that whichever way you go, there's going to be heartbreak for somebody in this situation. Okay, but this is your truth. So here, very much the universe is saying, whatever you want here, whatever you're choosing from, whatever your desire is here, and there's a lot of passion for something, you have to make this choice based in your own truth. You have to move in the direction that's right for you. So here you're moving away from things that don't emotionally fulfill you and you're closing out a cycle. So I see you moving away from something that you may have had some sort of commitment with here in order to go after something that you want, because you realize your truth lies with that person. What you're currently in is not emotionally fulfilling you, so you're closing out that cycle. Okay, very, very straightforward here, Leo. So if that's not you and that's not your reading, you don't need to watch any further. Okay, Six of Swords. So moving away from something here, definitely. Eight of Cups coming up and now the Six of Swords. Now, the Eight of Cups for me can be a sort of like a pause in proceedings. It can mean that you're moving away from something, but you may not fully intend coming back. The Six of Swords for me is about moving away, full stop. This is you taking what you've learned, understanding, you know, those teachings you've had along the way and moving into a completely different time here. There is nothing here that says you've got to go back. Definitely, it might have been something that took a lot of internal work for. You may have had to think about this a lot. So a decision here to move forward might have been quite traumatic for you. You may have felt that you needed to take time out to really make the right choice, make the right decision. I think that tortoise, or what we saw in the beginning, is, you know, that slow movement of trying to make sure you're going in the right direction. You're certainly weighing up here all your ideas, your thoughts, trying to understand the direction you need to go in before you move forward. So a lot of thought's gone into this. And another sword. So I want to say to you, you've been really in your head here. Trying to make sure that you've been very logical about this approach. There's no doubt that you have feelings for someone that you need to move towards, but the logic of this is very, very evident. You've had to really sort through what direction you want to go in, but you are now racing towards your destiny. This could be the person you're dealing with here. I think you've realized this person is a soulmate. This person you've met, when we see the Ace of Swords, you know, and you're moving towards this truth, this idea that you're going in the right direction, you've got clarity, foresight. I think that the person you're moving towards is a person that is your absolute truth. So they're the person you are meant to be with. So you could be moving away from a situation. Yes, it's heartbreaking, but it's a situation that no longer serves you. There's nothing emotional there for you anymore. Because in this card, you're moving away with your thoughts and your ideas. Eight of Cups, you're moving away from something that doesn't emotionally fulfill you anymore. Definitely moving towards a soulmate. Wow, a lot of anxiety, a lot of swords, a lot of overthinking. Holy dooly. And there's the Hermit. So I know that you had to go inside to make this decision. It may have taken you, and then I've got the Lovers card coming out here. This may have taken you a very long time to make this decision. I feel like you've really had to go deep to really understand what direction to go in. But the person you're moving towards here is a very, very strong soulmate relationship. This is something that is very powerful, and it would have been very difficult for you to move away from it. Very difficult. Okay, let's keep going. There's stability here. So you could have been in a marriage, or you could be moving towards marriage with the new person. But there's you with the sword, so you're definitely opening up here. Could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Libra here. Very, very strong relationship. We do have the Moon coming out here, though. So maybe you're not really sure here what greets you on the other side. I'll get another card to put on that. This is having a choice here, and I feel like it's a choice between two people. I feel like you've realized a truth here, and you're walking away from things that do not emotionally fulfill you. You're closing out some sort of cycle here and going towards abundance and love. So definitely a very strong pull towards your destiny here. And this could definitely be someone you're dealing with too. But moving towards something that you are meant to be with or meant to be doing. This is very, very powerful reading. A very powerful reading. There is such determination here. Now you've made your mind up, or now the other person's made the decision. Very powerful. Realizing that what you were in was no longer emotionally satisfying you here, and moving towards a greater destiny. And the truth. So much sword energy. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups, the Tower. That's why you're getting the Moon, and the Four of Wands. Okay. Someone is letting go of a relationship or a marriage here in order to move into something new, some sort of new commitment. I feel like this person could possibly be a twin flame. But here we see the breaking down of all the things you thought. So maybe you felt very strongly committed to the relationship you were in. Maybe you felt that was sort of what your life was all about, was the relationship you were in. And you may have been in that for a very long time. When we see the Tower come in, it's sort of this breaking down of old views. So it may be that it's been very difficult for you to let go of something you felt very committed to. And you may have put yourself in this position through your beliefs, but now you're sort of wanting to offer something new here because you're realizing that you have the choice and the opportunity to let go of these old beliefs to move forward. So very, very strong feeling here that you are moving towards a destiny here. It feels very twin flame energy for me, which means that you've possibly got something you need to do with this person you're moving towards. There's some sort of important work that you need to be doing here. Okay, we have the Arrow coming out for you here. So I'll just get the book out. It's from the Mystical Shaman's Oracle. I have used this deck before and I find it really fascinating. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's really hard to memorize every card you read. But these ones are very sort of complex readings too, so they sort of they sort of have this strange resonation. So I'm going to read you the essence and the invitation. So the essence says, receiving the symbol reminds you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you are on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling, release attachments, and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. The arrow also symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. Doesn't that make sense? When the arrow zings through the air, it is inviting you to pay attention and signifying that you are about to make your mark in some aspect of your life. It illuminates the moment of contact when you know that your desires and intentions have travelled on the wind and landed in the perfect place for your highest good. Trust that your job is to be relaxed yet focused, keeping your eye on the prize yet releasing your intention with full expectation that it will land as it's supposed to. Don't worry about the how or the exact form. This is not a time to interfere with the manner in which the arrow flies. It will make its mark and you will have cause to celebrate. Eye on the prize, Leo. Thank you.